Continuing our talk on first steps, I really thought about this over the past week, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. I was thinking, usually when I start things, I usually don't follow through, to be honest, and that's something that I really have a problem with, and I really want to stop. And this week, it just kind of hit me. It's like, you know, to get, you start with the first step, but then you just gotta push and you gotta keep going and want to follow through. You have to want to win. You have to want to finish. If you don't want it, you're never gonna do it. So you gotta get that desire first. You gotta want what you're going after. And, kind of like in the Rocky movies, the Eye of the Tiger, that's the same principle. So you gotta learn to want what you're going after. Secondly, I wanted to say that with a lot of things, after we take a few steps, we start to get a little bit tired, and we're like, I don't know if this is really what I want to do. And I mean, if that's the case, then maybe that's something that God doesn't want you to do. But mostly, I want to talk more about when there's something that we believe God wants us to do, and we don't, we don't really want it anymore. We kind of lose interest after a bit, and we become apathetic, and we're like, I can do it later, or something like that. And I know I have a problem with this. That's why I really want to do this talk. This talk helps. I can always go back and watch this video for myself and, look at it, because I start things and I don't seem to finish them. And with this YouTube channel, I really want it to be a success, and I really think that this is something God wants me to do. So, I really, I'm really working on this myself too. So, if you guys, are going through this, then, we're both going through it together. So, that's kind of cool in a way. And I really am glad I get to share this with you guys. So, back on track. Usually when we start things, once it starts to get hard, and we're like, I did some of it, I took the first step, then we can forget about, we got to keep going. We're in a race. We're trying to get to the finish line, not just the first step. Now that we've taken the first step, it's going to start to get harder. And if you're going to get to the finish, you've got to push. And one of the things I like to do, I like watching motivational speakers and motivational videos and getting that motivation. But I find a lot of times after I get that motivation, it's like a few minutes later, it's like it's gone. And, I don't know how to apply that to what I'm doing. And a lot of times, even if I do apply it, it's like it doesn't really, I don't get very far. I like go after it, and, sorry about the shaking camera. I had to switch, my arm was getting tired. But yeah, we go after something, and we get the motivation, and we feel like we're gonna go at it, and then it's like it dies, kind of. And I want to ask you guys, what is the root? What are you going after? What is the cause? Where are you getting your motivation from? And what is your desire? Who are you living for? Who are you serving? Are you living for yourself? And you're like, I want this. I want to go do something for me. I want to go do this thing for my needs. I need this in my life. Are you doing that for you, or are you doing that for other people? Are you doing that for God? I mean, we need to ask that question, because if we don't know who we're serving, then we need to figure it out, because that can definitely have a huge effect on our motivation and where we're going in life. So, I want to say that a lot of times, to be honest, I've done things purely out of selfish reasons, and I've wanted to do things just for me. And I feel really bad about that, and it's like, I wish I hadn't done that for me. But now I'm realizing, when we focus on God, and when we really say, God, you're all I care about, and I only want to serve you. Once we do that, we start living for God, then it makes it a whole lot easier for us to get somewhere to the next level in our faith, in our serving, because God supplies the motivation. And when we start living for something bigger than ourselves, when we hit something, some opposition, it's easier for us to stand back up because it's not just about us. It's not about me. It's about God. It's about somebody who's bigger than me, somebody who's actually helped me and changed my life. And once we get that mentality, we get that set. I mean, there's some great things that you're gonna do, and I really appreciate what you guys are supporting me on my videos. I really want to come out with a bunch of different talks and have different series, and I want to have a couple on, family and relationships, and I want to have a couple on, like, the motivation series and, the journey, whatever it is. But I want to have different series that I go through with you guys on different topics. And so I'm really looking forward to that and what God, what opportunities open up through that, what God uses, to help you guys and help me out. And I just want you guys to remember that it is a journey and we're starting out. So don't be too expectant of, great changes, but don't lose your heart. God's gonna definitely work in your life, and He's definitely working in mine, and I'm seeing that more and more, and it's so exciting that I get to see God working in my life and see Him helping others through me. That's just really exciting for me, and I love it. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll hopefully get to you guys with another video sometime this week or next. But I love you guys. Have a great day, and God bless.